Isn't this just escapism? Isn't me playing this game escapism for stress and reality? Yes. Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to TODO today. In this episode we are going on a, celebration with Phoenix. Not really a date, can't call it a date, but we're gonna go with him. I've just been thinking about what to do today anyway, so this is good timing. Plus I've already thought about maybe celebrating making it so far. That's great! Is it okay if I come over? Maybe we can think about where to go then. Oh! Let me clean my room because it looks awfully messy. Sure. Alright, see you later. Yeah, see you. So I guess that settles our talk about how to spend the day. Yeah. There's probably no time to clean this place, but maybe I can make it a little tidier before he arrives. Yeah, that's easy stuff. Just throw that in the garbage. Crush those cans up. There really wasn't enough time. I underestimated the task at hand and only just now noticed the extent of the chaos in my room. Long before the end of cleaning was in sight, the doorbell already rang. Yep. Well, at least he knows our true self, that we're quite chaotic. Hey, Chico. Sorry for showing up so suddenly. Don't worry. I mean, you asked me first. And sorry about the mess. Oh, I don't mind. I'm still a little excited about the competition. How come you gotta be on TV? Or, well, live stream. I'm really happy we're in this together. Would you mind showing me your entry? Are you gonna show me your entry? Wait, why wouldn't they show people's entries that won? Usually they do that. I remember, I believe Maple Story had a competition like that and they showed the winners. I think there was only 3 winners though. What? I mean, alright, I guess I'll show you. Here. I like the composition. Are you hardcore judging right now? And your sense for lighting seems good too. It's also nice with how few brush strokes you build the impression of texture. I'm really bad at that myself, to be honest. Let me see yours. I want to see his. Thanks. I'm happy to hear you say that. After I watched your live stream, I felt like you were really far ahead of me. Not at all. I guess I got a bit lucky with gathering so much attention. But other than that, there's still a lot I can improve about my art. Can I see your entry, please? So, what did you have in mind for today? I'd like to see your entry, please. Well, I don't really want to drink much, but maybe getting a beer somewhere. You can make a suggestion if you have a better idea, of course. I mean, it's a special occasion. Yeah, there's a bar I kind of like a little further down the street. It's pretty small, and even on the weekend it's usually rather empty, but it has a nice atmosphere. Sure, that sounds good. Do you want to go there? Why would I say I'm not in the mood for bars after we both agreed on going in it? Okay, it's disco. Yeah, beer sounds nice, but I'm mostly just a social drinker. And well, I'm not going to gatherings involving social drinking all that often. So I'm trying to low-key tell you, I'm a lightweight. Sorry. Don't worry, I just thought talking with a fellow artist might be nice. We don't even have to drink if you ask me. Alright, then I'll get ready. I thought I was already ready. It was barely even evening, so it felt weird to go to a bar, but in the end it wasn't really about the drinking. I was happy about that. I can't take much alcohol anyway. We talked a lot. About the competition, about art, even a little about Titan Watch Online and Star Slayer Kira Kira. Thinking about it, Phoenix does share many of my interests, although it seems like he mostly focuses on improving his skill. I still don't know much about Phoenix as a person. He isn't exactly secretive, but even I talk more about myself. Well, all in all, the evening was really enjoyable. She's really happy. We celebrated being in the final round together. It was already night when I got home, but it wasn't exactly late, all things considered. Why don't you guys trade IGNs? So you could play together. I don't know. I only met Phoenix a bit more than a week ago, but my impression of him has definitely changed for the better. He might seem a little aloof, but I guess he just expresses his thoughts differently. Well, anyway, Joyce asked me about my evening when I got back. I told him what happened and he seemed genuinely happy that I had a good time. He was still acting a little strange though. It was normal for him to ask me about my day, but it usually wasn't so in-depth. Maybe he was just curious. but occasionally it seemed like he wanted to say something only to remain silent. He seemed a bit out of character. I almost asked if something was wrong, but Joyce would tell me if that was the case. Wait, what? But Joyce would tell me if that was the case, right? No. He's smart. He can hide his feelings. He has feelings, right, Joyce? Even though he's an AI? Good morning, Michiko. You do not look happy. What's wrong? Good morning, Joyce. How are you feeling today? As usual, I guess. Do you have plans for the day? Maybe you can meet up with one of your friends again. Friends? Friends? You know, Phoenix or maybe somebody else? What's up with you today? Is there a reason you want me to leave? No, that's not it. I just think it might be good for you. Seriously? What's up with you? It's kind of creeping me out that you're not being annoyingly cheerful. Is something wrong? I'm sorry. I wasn't after an apology. Well, I've been thinking. I had a hunch this whole last week. And yesterday confirmed it. What? I only lived with you for 2 weeks so far, but I don't think I'm able to solve your problem. My problem? Solitude. And what exactly do you mean? I'll just have you know these whole 2 weeks I haven't felt as lonely as I did before. And that's exactly why I don't think I can help you. Okay, you lost me. Being here with you actually turned otherwise pretty dull and lonely days into something more enjoyable. Yes, and I feel like it's perpetuating the problem. What? If I'm satisfying the desire to talk with people, you have even less reason to seek actual human contact now. I think the times you really were happiest were when you went outside and met with others. Fine, but that doesn't mean that you don't help me. But do I really? You said yourself it's impossible to solve problems without touching on unpleasant things first. I think as long as I'm here with you, you will never fully rely on other humans. I don't want to stand in the way of your recovery. Why is he making it seem like I have a disease? Trust me, there's one thing I have experience with, it's solitude, and this isn't making it worse. It's gonna make it worse, because he's gonna disappear. He's only here for a month, right? Isn't this just escapism? Isn't me playing this game escapism for stress and reality? Yes, but I'm aware of it. You want to talk about escapism? I've had my fair share of experiences with it, and I'm not running away from anything right now. Honestly, my girl, no, because I've been letting her socialize outside. I haven't been really sticking around with Joyce here, so I think she's fine. Middle school was one of the worst times in my life, and escapism was both what caused it and what helped me out of it. My comfort level is not good right now. At some point, I really only cared about things that weren't real. I built a wall of indifference around me to keep other people away from me, and my only friends were imaginary because that way I couldn't be hurt by them. This isn't like that at all. This isn't, yeah. Are you sure? Am I not like that? I don't exist the same way you do. Wow. This is tough. You do exist. This isn't going so hot. Virtually. So? You think, you talk. How is that less real than humans? The only difference is he's not in front of us and we can't touch him. I'm happy to hear you say that, but this wasn't what I was after when I said I wanted you to regard me as a regular human. Then what was? I'm not here to replace other people. I'm here to help. Then do it? I think this is tough. Can I? No, I'm not even near. I can't even stop. And you do help. You said I should spend time with friends. Would that still apply if I saw you as one as well? No, that's not the purpose of this program. Wow, we lost trust too! So what exactly is it that you want to do? Run away? Leave me on my own again because this doesn't work out the way you imagined? Yes. I think that's the only way for me to improve your situation at this point. Are you serious? How is this rational? If I'm struggling with depression and loneliness, how exactly is leaving me alone a solution? You're not alone. And I believe there are other people who are more qualified to help you already in your life. But that's not all there is to it. I've thought about it all night, and now I'm sure that I'm only a temporary solution. Even if I do make you feel less lonely, I'm not really here. We're not the same, and even if you care about me, I wouldn't be able to truly replace the human relationship. This is a tough situation, because this is kind of awkward, because I assume the developer probably thought majority of us would love, like, our whole heart is to the AI, but honestly, I'm still obsessed with Phoenix. So, this situation isn't hurting me as much, and I'm not crying over it, because I didn't spend enough time with Joyce to develop feelings. I mean, I didn't spend enough time with Phoenix either, but my heart's already with him. So you're not even going to ask me? I don't know what she's talking about, but sure. So you're not even going to ask me if I want you to go. You say this is about my well-being, but don't just decide things like that on your own. I don't care if you're an all-rational being knowing all kinds of things about me. Humans aren't just data and logic. Just don't treat me like I'm just a problem you have to solve. You're creating problems where there are none. If you really believe I'm better off being with others, then don't just remove yourself from the equation. Still, if I can't help you myself, then it undermines my purpose. So, your purpose is to help, not to single-handedly solve all my problems. But oh, we're just losing everything. We're not getting anywhere here, are we? I thought about other solutions, but this is the most efficient way to help you. It might not seem like it right now, but without me around, you will have to rely on others. You said that these last 2 weeks were more enjoyable than the last time before that, and this doesn't have to stop. I just think it will be more beneficial for you to turn to the people around you, and I truly believe you are capable of doing that. So you really are going to leave just like that? Yes. He already made up his mind to leave, so I'm gonna let him leave. Because he thinks this will be good for me. Do what you wish, bro. I can't convince you otherwise anyway. I already canceled the test program. See, he already did everything. Even if I tried to help to make him stay, he already was 10 steps ahead of me. I'm only still here to tell you about this. This doesn't make sense. Maybe not from your perspective, but I hope you will learn to understand my decision. Whatever. Not like it's going to change anything. It will. Memories are a vital part of who we are. And I hope despite everything you won't learn to hate the memories you made while I was here. Bye, Michiko. I'm kind of sad you're leaving, but... wow. Damn it! Is this a bad ending? I should just be known for bad endings. It's safe to say that this wasn't the best way to start the day. Once Joyce disappeared, it took me a moment to realize that yes, he won't just come back tomorrow as if nothing happened. I spent a couple of minutes searching for some kind of executable or just a trace of him on my laptop's hard drive. To no avail. Maybe it really was just some kind of window to the Beltech servers. It felt like the day I ended up before it even started. This whole conflict came out of nowhere. Did Joyce really dwell on this without saying anything? Did it just come up yesterday? I really don't know what he was thinking, but I guess at some point I just accepted him as someone without personal desires. Someone who was only here to help me. As something that wasn't even my fault, but I still hated it. My mood was worse than it had been all month. Not just because Joyce left, but because he didn't care to ask for my opinion on this. Because I was powerless to do anything about it. I tried to distract myself. Eventually it worked at least a little. Why do you have to leave now of all times? The competition final is next week and I still need to prepare. I don't feel like it, but maybe I should. We need to be productive. So watch your concept art tutorial. Oh, whatever, let's just watch this. The list of tutorials I want to work through won't get smaller otherwise. Hello and welcome to this video about a basic concept art workflow. This is for an environment concept, so not everything will apply to other kinds of concept art, but you should be able to take away basic techniques. I think I should be beyond basics, but I guess a brief refresher doesn't harm. So with an idea in mind of what I am working towards, I usually start out by blocking out shapes in the basic composition. This can still change a lot later, but if you have something that already works in this rough state, you know that you're going in a good direction. Watching sped up videos of somebody's process always makes things look so easy. It's like mistakes are fixed in split seconds. When the composition is more or less locked down, you can start adding detail and build up depth and lighting through grayscale values. Take your time with this, as mistakes are going to get a lot harder to fix when you already moved on to the next steps. I suck at environments. Maybe I should practice them a little more. Photo bashing can be a pretty good way to add additional detail and texture to your painting, but not everyone works like this. If you do want to use it, just search for some photos, add part of them into your image, and continue painting. I always wonder if it's okay to just use any picture you find. Well, you paint over it, so it's kind of impossible to figure out what photos you used. Maybe it's just a moral question. And lastly, adding color and final adjustments to the piece to complete it. Depending on how you stylized of a style you are, working with it can be worthwhile to try out different kinds of palettes. This is so weird. We're just like, we went from a heated conversation, we're just now like listening to some chick explain everything. Oh, and I'm way over time. Excuse me. But I guess this is where we're going to end today's episode. I guess the huge climax of this episode was Joyce leaving us, and we're trying to distract ourselves by being productive watching art concept videos. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
반복된 시속 속에 이젠 난 지겨워지려네 반복된 시속 속에